Hello everyone. My name is Aldina Sarek, and I am a student of Digital Public Administration at Astana IT University. Today, I am honored to present my e-portfolio, which reflects my academic journey, growth, and learning outcomes throughout the business administration course. This portfolio represents not just my completed assignments, it is a story of progress, reflection, and motivation. Through each task, I have learned how business principles connect to digital governance, innovation, and the development of Kazakhstan. Glowing Star main page, my philosophy and inspiration. On the main page, I included 3 quotes that define my personal and academic philosophy. The first is by Malala Yousafzai. One child, one teacher, one book, one pen can change the world. This quote reminds me that education is the most powerful weapon for change. Malala's journey, from fighting for girls' education to studying at Oxford University, symbolizes the importance of learning as a global mission. The second quote is from Al-Farabi, a great Kazakh philosopher. Knowledge is the light that guides humanity. For me, this connects deeply to our culture and national identity. It reflects how wisdom and learning are the foundations of both personal and social progress. And finally, Stephen Hawking once said, "Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change." This quote truly inspires me as a student of digital public administration. Our era is changing fast, and education must teach us not only to adapt but to lead these changes. Together, these quotes build the main message of my portfolio, that education, adaptability, and purpose are the roots of real transformation. Woman Technologist About Me, Why I Chose Digital Public Administration. In the About Me section, I explained why I chose my major, Digital Public Administration. I believe that the future of Kazakhstan depends on the digitalization of government. Public administration is not only about rules and policies anymore, it's about using technology to make services faster, fairer, and more transparent. I chose this faculty because I want to contribute to my country's modernization and help build efficient, citizen-centered e-government systems. For me, this major combines what I love most: innovation, leadership, and public service. In the company profile section of my portfolio, I analyzed 2 key institutions, Oxford University and Astana IT University. Oxford represents a global model of academic excellence, strong research culture, and centuries-old educational traditions. Astana IT University, on the other hand, reflects innovation, digital transformation, and the future of modern education in Kazakhstan. By comparing these 2 institutions, I was able to understand how global best practices can inspire local development and how Kazakhstan can integrate advanced academic models into its own educational system. In addition to the weekly essays, my portfolio includes 4 major assignments, each designed to develop specific academic and professional skills. The first assignment helped me understand the connection between global business principles and public administration. The second assignment required a deeper reflection, and from it I also created a video essay, where I analyzed real-world examples and explained how theoretical concepts apply in practice. The third assignment taught me how to evaluate information critically and work with structured academic writing. And the fourth assignment helped me develop problem-solving skills by applying business tools to real cases in Kazakhstan. Together, these 4 assignments taught me how to think more analytically, write more clearly, and communicate ideas with confidence. The video essay, especially, helped me practice public speaking and digital storytelling, skills that are essential in modern public administration. Bar chart weekly activity results. Next, my e-portfolio includes a section called Weekly Activity Results. This part reflects my consistent progress throughout the course. Each week, I completed quizzes, discussions, and small analytical tasks. These activities strengthened my understanding of the lectures and allowed me to test my knowledge step by step. They also helped me build discipline, responsibility, and a stable learning rhythm, qualities that matter for any future professional. Brain 17 Mind Maps, Introduction to Business, OpenStax. Finally, one of the most visually and academically rich parts of my e-portfolio is the collection of 17 mind maps based on the Introduction to Business OpenStax textbook. Creating these mind maps required deep reading, synthesis of information, and creative structuring. Mind mapping helped me understand complex chapters quickly, organize large amounts of information, see connections between concepts, and prepare for exams effectively. The most important sections of my portfolio is called Assignments for Student Independent Study. It includes 10 essays, one for each week of the course. Each essay taught me to think critically, write academically, and connect theory with real-world practice. Let me briefly walk you through them. 1. How does business affect my life? In this essay, I analyzed how business influences everything around us, from the food we buy to the technologies we use. I realized that business connects individuals, innovation, and society in one system. 2. Why CSR is strategic, not optional. Here, I explored the idea that corporate social responsibility is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Businesses must act ethically and contribute to solving social and environmental problems. 3. Interview a small business owner and summarize challenges, report. For this essay, I interviewed a local entrepreneur and learned about the challenges small businesses face, such as bureaucracy, financing, and digitalization. It helped me see the practical side of business administration. 4. Which motivation theory fits the best? In this reflection, I compared different motivation theories and concluded that Maslow's hierarchy of needs best explains how motivation drives productivity and satisfaction at work. 5. Business report, how digital technology changes supply chains in my country. Here, I explored how innovations like automation, AI, and blockchain are transforming logistics and production in Kazakhstan. It showed me how deeply digital tools influence our economy. 6. How Instagram reshapes marketing for Gen Z. This essay was one of my favorites. I analyzed how social media, especially Instagram, changes marketing strategies for younger audiences. It helped me understand digital communication and audience engagement. 7. How AI and big data can improve small business decisions. I studied how artificial intelligence helps companies predict trends, personalize products, and optimize management. It showed me how important data-driven thinking is for modern administration. Set ratio analysis for a Kazakhstani company. This task helped me develop analytical and numerical skills. By studying real financial ratios, I learned how to assess a company's performance and stability. 9. Draft 15-year personal career plan. In this essay, I built a vision for my professional growth, from being a young specialist to becoming a leader in digital public projects. It helped me set long-term goals and define my path. 10. My learning journey during the business administration course. This was my final reflection essay. I summarized what I learned from the course, communication, research, analytical skills, and how they helped me grow as a student and a person. Together, these 10 essays show my development in writing, analysis, and self-expression. Page facing up executive summary report, global lessons, local adaptations, roadmap for Kazakhstan. Another key part of my portfolio is the executive summary report, which I completed as my final exam capstone project. The theme was global lessons, local adaptations, roadmap for Kazakhstan. In this report, I analyzed 2 universities, Astana IT University, AITU, and Oxford University, to compare how global education models can be adapted for Kazakhstan's future. From Oxford, I learned about strong academic traditions, mentorship culture, and international collaboration. From AITU, I discovered innovation, project-based learning, and a vision for digital transformation. In my report, I proposed a 12-month roadmap for applying Oxford's best practices at AITU, including mentoring systems, interdisciplinary programs, and global partnerships. The goal is to make AITU a regional leader in digital education and help Kazakhstan build a smarter, more connected academic ecosystem. This report taught me to think strategically, analyze systems, and design practical reforms. Link sources and references. At the end of my e-portfolio, I included a sources section with 24 official and academic links, such as the websites of Astana IT University, Oxford University, and OpenStax textbooks. Working with these sources taught me the importance of research ethics, accuracy, and proper citation using IEEE or APA styles. Seedling personal growth and skills. Throughout this project, I have grown in many ways, academically, professionally, and personally. I learned how to write in an academic tone, how to organize arguments, and how to think critically. But most importantly, I learned to value education as a lifelong process. As the saying goes, live and learn, for a lifetime. This phrase truly represents what I believe in. Knowledge never stops, it only expands as long as we stay curious and motivated. This e-portfolio helped me see my strengths, recognize my progress, and understand that I'm capable of much more than I thought at the beginning of the course. Globe showing Europe-Africa vision for the future. Looking forward, I want to continue my studies and become part of Kazakhstan's digital transformation. My dream is to work on innovative government projects that make public services more efficient, transparent, and accessible to everyone. I believe that combining global knowledge with local innovation is the key to building a strong digital society. Speech balloon conclusion. To conclude, my e-portfolio reflects not only my academic performance but also my personal journey. It combines my passion for education, my commitment to progress, and my belief in the power of knowledge to change lives. The quotes of Malala Yousafzai, Al-Farabi, and Stephen Hawking remind me every day that learning is the path to greatness, for individuals and for nations. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation. I hope my work inspires others to keep learning, adapting, and creating a better future, for themselves, for Kazakhstan, and for the world.